Good morning. This is actually the morning that my video is going live. I thought I had a spare video backed up and I didn't. So this is something, you haven't seen this palette yet because it's in my birthday gift video, which will go live on Friday. I haven't finished editing that yet. So I'm showing you this now. There is a bit of filming for this. I'm going to insert that now and then we're going to come back and swatch these out. I've got like 17 minutes, maybe 18 to get this video recorded. So let's see how we go. This is a Mijello palette I recently purchased with birthday money from my in-laws. It's way bigger than I thought it would be, but I thought what we could do is put my gouache in it. I'm aware that it's probably going to crimble and dry out and go manky. What they're saying, go manky, but I am really enjoying working with gouache at the moment. So I wanted to do this. So we're going to lay them out based upon colour, I think. Maybe I do this really quickly and come back. So it turns out that I've got more gouache than I thought. Oops. So what we're going to do is I'm going to leave out the pale copper, and as we go round I might extract something else, but we'll see. I do know that this is going to be amazing. So let's get started. I'm going to start with that end of the table. I mean, realistically, opera pink, I'm not sure I'm ever really going to use it, but let's do it anyway, because why would we not when we've got it? So I'm just going to put, to begin with, a little blob in the bottom. I know when these dry out they're going to like rattle around and go a bit grim, but that's life, isn't it? Oh, this one, I love this one. This is Naples Yellow Red from Talons. I really love this colour. That's why I put a bigger blob in it. And what was I going to say? It is supposed to be an airtight container. I did notice when I put this in and push weight down, I can hear the air escaping. So it's not fully airtight. But, you know, it will work for what I want it to work. This one is actual Naples Yellow Winsor Newton. And I've never done this with a dry palette, like with a gouache. Never done a dry palette with gouache. This is Lemon Yellow Holbein G526. Does anyone else ever feel like saying 5 as F, like a letter? And the reason that I was inspired to do this is Sarah Van Dongen, whose Patreon I'm in, she has like a palette that's just filled with dry gouache. Oh, that's really oozy. Oh no, I made a right mess, didn't I? This is Yellow Ochre Winsor Newton. We're gonna have to give that a bit of a squidge, but I'll do that after. Marigold, I love this yellow. This is Holbein's G532. Oh, look at that. Oh. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all these in, then when they're dried out, probably in a day or two, oh, they might not dry out. Point is, I will come back and I'll swatch them out for you so you can see what they look like. Leaf Green Holbein G540. And I'm just really excited because I know that when my watercolours, when I put them into pans, my watercolours, I know that I use them more. Olive Green Holbein G546. And there's another YouTuber that always, like, I won't name them, but they always like, oh, like, oh, I don't know when it became a thing to put like watercolours into pans, like, oh, just use them for the tube. And I'm like, you can't just take the tubes out and about, and actually don't be mean to us people that like to put them in pans. And this is Ash Green Holbein's G555. I think people can be really judgy. Oh, isn't that pretty? Look at that lovely kind of like, tasty green. And it's like, I mean, I guess I'm being judgy by saying that, but especially for like people who are doing this as a hobby, leave us alone. Let us do things with the way we want to do it. It's not like I'm ever going to sell my work. It's for fun. The Holbein Gouache Cypress Green G547. I nearly said F again, see? Now this is a new one. Have I shown it to you? I think so. It was in my birthday stash. Dark Green 66 from Shinhan Professional Designer Gouache. Never had this stuff before, but this is a really nice colour. And I only bought it because of Natasha Newton. Look at that. How am I for time? I've got 8 minutes left, folks. It's basically I've got a call. I have this habit of like deciding to do a video right before a call. Cobalt Turquoise Holbein G569. Oh, that's a bit hard, that one. I think that one's drying up. I've had that one quite a while. I feel like those should have been the wrong way around. But then this is going into the blues, so Ice Blue G560. Azul de Yellow. My ability to speak anything other than English is not good. Although I was just on the phone, I had to speak in Dutch. And the first thing I said was, oh, spreek Engels alsjeblieft. Ultramarine Light, G564. And the person was like, yes, I can speak. Well, they said it in Dutch, yes, I can speak English. I said, brilliant, because I switched then to English and started talking in English. And I said, brilliant, my Dutch is not that good. And he said, your Dutch is perfect. I was like, well, the pronunciation maybe, but the actual vocabulary I have, not so good. Prussian Blue, Winsor & Newton. I don't actually have a lot of Winsor & Newtons, do I? I do have other Winsor & Newtons, but they're like, you know when you buy like a set and you get like the process this and the process that? And I actually took them to my office because I don't use them here because they're a bit dried out. And I thought, wow, I'll take them to my office, which is like 35 minutes away. And then I can use gouache there when I want. Ash Blue Hawaiian G574. Now this is where I get into like the big territory. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a blob there and a smaller blob there. I dare you to ask me why. Go on, ask me why. I'll tell you in a minute. Winsor Violet, Winsor Newton. I'm going to do the same with this one. Sorry if you can hear the dog downstairs. Someone's just pulled up and so it's going crazy. And then the grey number 2. I really wanted to get grey of greys, but I haven't. And now it's too late. G621, Hawaiian again. We're going to do that there. And that there. Again, ask me why we've got 2. You know why we've got 2. I'm just teasing you, aren't I? Get rid of that hair. Then we got a bit of ivory black, which I don't think I'll ever likely to use because I haven't yet. Also, now the person who's like just pulled up, they're right outside my window shouting on the phone. So you might hear that as well. Raw Umber Holbein G602. 5 minutes, friends. Oh, that's nice. I actually took this one out the other day, and the grey, when I was uptown doing art things by myself. This is Burnt Umber, Winsor Newton. Now you can probably hear my tummy rumbling as well. Burnt Sienna Gouache from Holbein G603. Crikey, do you know, it's taken me 7 minutes and 22 seconds to get to this point. My goodness. Alizarin Crimson G501 Hawaiian. We've got a bit of contamination going in because the dry crusty bits are falling into other ones. But Cadmium Red, Winsor Newton. Oh, that one's really oily as well. It was the Winsor Newton Yellow Ochre that was oily as well. Do you remember? Okay, and then the magic with the white. I'm not going to put white on here. I mean, I probably will in a corner. But what I want to do is I want to add some white to this, some white to this, and some white to this. So then I'll have a paler grey, I'll have a pale lilac-y purple, and I'll have a pale ashy blue. That's my thinking. See? I'm going to mix them up and go on my cool. And then tomorrow, oh, this one smells really horrible. Really don't like the smell of this one. And I will show you these. We'll swatch them out together. Isn't that exciting? So come back in a minute, or like 2 seconds for you. Then we're going to mix that straight into this one, which is the ash blue. And then, oh, it smells a bit pungent. This is the Deluxe Design Purple. I want it to be like a lilac-y colour. Pretty colour, isn't it? There we go, friends. Okay, so they've only been in here for like maybe 10 minutes. This is the white mixed with the Winsor Violet. So Winsor Newton. That one's not doing anything. This Winsor Newton is the Yellow Ochre. This one is the Naples. This one is the Cad Red. They're all going like a bit runny and weird. Like they're reacting to being out of the tube. The Holbeins aren't. Isn't that fascinating? So this is huge compared to what I thought it was going to be. And I've put through the gouache that you would have just seen in the clip before. This was a week ago and I can see that they're still quite... Ew, they're wet for me to touch, but they're not coming off on my paintbrush. They're kind of gloopy. So we're going to swatch them out. Hopefully it's a suitably fun experience. I did a couple of mixes. You would have seen that in the video. I think I left it in. Yeah, so let's just see what we've got. The reason for this is, for me having this massive palette, is because Sarah Van Dongen uses like a dry gouache palette, and I wanted to see if that was something that would work for me. Yeah, I decided. Birthday treat. Okay, we'll start with the greys. Oh, so they are drying a little bit. Okay. Oh, where am I over here? We are here. Grey number 2. So this is the whitey pale version I created. And then, in terms of ratio, I have no idea what the ratio was because, oh, there we go. So that's the actual grey number 2. Okay. I forgot. Oh, okay. So this one's really goopy still. This is the Winsor Violet, which was really running out the tube, mixed with white. And that is still really wet still. I wanted like a pale lilac. Now directly from the tube, well, you know, the one that's not been mixed, this is still goopy, but it's drier. So this container has been in existence for a week since I recorded the last part. The problem I have, this is the whited down tint version of Ash Blue. I heard from my editor after my video last Monday went live. I think that was my coloured pencils one, wasn't it? And this is Ash Blue Full Strength, reminding me that I have a deadline coming up for the book that is getting written and published for my business. So I've been a little bit mental. This is Prussian Blue. Oh, look at that. I love a Prussian Blue. I think it's the vibrancy. I feel like I'm not doing this properly. I should probably have splodged in the middle. And so my dining table, well, my desk originally, let me just have some coffee. And this is a cup that I was given years ago. Life begins with coffee. Oh, I've probably had it for at least 7 years now. What was I saying? So my desk here was covered in sewing patterns, like patterns I've drafted, fabrics, reference books, all the things. This is ultramarine light. And what I found was I didn't have enough space here to work, so I took it all into the dining area, where we have like a table that's probably like 3 meters by 1.5 meters. It came with the flat. It's the landlord's. Then we have ice blue. I just had a thought. I know that people who use like as a stay wet palette, they have issues with their gouache going moldy. So have you, question to the team, have you used something like this, which is technically like it's supposed to be airtight, but actually air does get in and out? But have you used gouache like this? Have you noticed if they go moldy? Do they dry fast enough, or should I be doing something? Because I think I heard something about clove oil. I'm trying to think, have I done that? Was, oh, it's really light, ice blue, cobalt turquoise. Okay, this one has like liquid on it, so I must have splashed water. Oh, I love a bit of cobalt turquoise. Look at that. Actually, I really love the ice blue. My thoughts are not here though with the book. And so I have, oh, that's really runny still. This is dark green. That's the new one, which you won't know yet. Basically, that's in my birthday article. But you're getting a sneak peek. Look at that. Oh, that was really, really, really wet still. I feel like we need to like scoop a little bit of that up so we can see what it's like in its watery form. That was really wet still. Interesting. Maybe that's what the liquid is. I think that's the binder. Can you see the binding agent in the corner? It's like a clear liquid, like an oil. This one is cypress green. Cypress green is Holbein, I think. Oh, look at that. See, do I need this many greens? And actually, that's a lot like ice blue. But I bought them at the same time from Jackson's, of course, and I wasn't aware. What did I? Did cypress green might have been from Splendid. It's in one of my art hauls anyway. Ash green here. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh, look at that. And then I've forgotten what I was saying, folks. Sorry, my brain is just not here today. Oh, that's really, oh, look at that. Olive green. I think that was a Winsor Newton as well. We're running out of space. Okay, we'll do it here so we know that it's an olive green. Like, we can tell that's an olive green, can't we? And then we'll do leaf green. Is very vibrant. Oh, pretty. I can't remember. Marigold. This is a Holbein. You know all this because I told you all this when I filmed the first part. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that. Oh, oh, oh. Imagine like a bright summer's day drawing, painting, whatever you want to call it. I never think of what I do as painting because I'm, oh, yellow ochre, Winsor & Newton, still slobby. I never think of what I do as painting, like as art, because it's only hobby stuff. Here is lemon yellow, still goopy. So these have been in this airtight thing for a week. And as I said, it's not really airtight. This is Naples yellow. This, the binder, you can see is separated as well, maybe. Which I guess you expect if it's going to dry out, right? Ooh, I love a bit of Naples yellow. This video is going live in like the moment I finish editing it, so I don't have time to do... Oh, I've got dirty water. Oh, Evie, you silly sausage. Hang on, I'm going to go and change my water. Okay, we're back. Here we go. That's going to be a bit nicer. So this is Naples orange, no, Naples yellow red. That's a Talons one. Then we have, this colour is opera pink. I don't know why I bought this one. It's one of the first gouache I ever bought, but look at that. It's ghastly. I just don't know why I bought that. I don't know. Maybe I was having like a moment. That's why there's the tiniest little dab in there because I'm unlikely to really use that. This one is a Winsor Newton Cad Red, I think. Yeah. Look at that. That's pretty. Oh, it's like a big, big, big red, tasty, yummy, raw richness. Alizarin Crimson. I love in watercolour. I don't know about in gouache. Oh, we're running out of space. Let's do it here. Be much cooler. This sketchbook is a non-sketchbook. It's one that I bought. It is Art Creations, but it's Art Creations with like, you know, they do like the funny covers. Can you see that? I bought it probably 2 years ago to help me plan out YouTube content for my main channel, which I've kind of abandoned, mostly because it's not as much fun, but I do need to revamp it. This is Burnt Sienna. What's this? Burnt Umber, because I put Burnt Umber next to Burnt Sienna. Oh yeah. See? Doesn't it all make you happy? It makes me happy. This is Raw Ember because I put that right next to Burnt Ember. And this is a new one for my birthday stash, which you haven't seen yet, but you will. Look. Oh. See, in theory, I could probably get away with not having the yellow ochre because they're very similar earthy colours, aren't they? But Okay, and this is black. There you go. Whoa. Let me put the lid on. Container. This is way bigger. This is like, I can't remember if it's in the first clip I recorded whether I told you the dimensions, but I'm going to tell you again anyway with my magical, I've got like these mats for when I'm fabric cutting and stuff. So it's approximately 23.5 centimeters wide, and in length it's about 34 centimeters. So it's bigger than an A4 sheet of paper. So it's not as portable as I had expected. I should have looked at the dimensions really, shouldn't I? Anyhow, it is what it is. So those are my gouaches in my Mijello. I keep looking online at other, what do we call those things? Gouache tubes. There's some whole bunch that I keep eyeing up, but I don't need any art materials. This is why I'm not doing monthly art hauls anymore. So yeah, I will pop back and show you some creations with these in due course. I need to go now because I got to edit this. Let's have some coffee. What was I saying? Thank you for all your comments on my last video. I felt like a bit of a plonk, a bit of a fool, not being able to contain my thoughts talking about Patreons. But I will be replying to comments today. My job is to get this edited, get it up, reply to comments, and then get back to the book. So wish me luck. And the next video will be Friday, and that will be my birthday art haul video. So you'll see this and something that you haven't seen that I've got yet that I've been using. Ooh. So do stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. It's nice to hang with you, and I will see you again very soon. Oh, I got flummoxed again. It's only gouache. Bye.